So the Chicago Bears just got gifted a huge advantage on this coaching search. And what I'm talking about is that all signs are pointed towards the biggest competitor for Ben Johnson. That team is moving in another direction. And the team that I'm talking about is the New England Patriots. They look like they're clearing the way for Vrabel, and they only have eyes for him, in my estimation. So, two reasons why I'm coming to that conclusion. They're definitely not casting a wide net that all the other teams are doing. I'm going to flesh that out. Also, they have clearly cleared out their Rooney Rule obligation already. A really troubling way that they did it, but these guys are preparing to move fast. And for the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears, I think these two guys are number one and number two on the list. Potentially, it is a two-team race for both of these guys. What's up? This is Sports Talk Bears. I'm Sean. Hey, if you give a moment, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button. Would be a huge blessing. Would love to have you part of our family as we continue to grow this channel together. So here's the thing. The Patriots very well might be taking themselves out of the Ben Johnson sweepstakes early in the game. And that leaves Johnson for the Bears to get this done. Johnson has said all along that he'll only meet with the teams that he would actually entertain joining up with. And he's presently has meetings set with the Raiders, the Patriots on Friday, and the Bears and the Jaguars on Saturday. And that's per NFL insider Jordan Schultz. However, the Athletics, Diana Rossini, she's reporting that Johnson is only taking 3 interviews at the moment, excluding the Raiders from her list. I mean, Diana is usually incredibly accurate. I'm going to take her word for it, but regardless, I don't really look at the Raiders as being a real contender for her services. And then Jacksonville, they ended up keeping GM Trent Baalke. And I believe simply because of his reputation, Ben Johnson isn't going to choose them over the Bears job. At the very least, keeping Baalke, that provides a level playing field at minimum. I did a story on it a couple days ago. You guys check it out if you want to hear about that in its entirety and why. The Bears are meeting with Vrabel today, though. No news on that yet, and he is set to meet with the Patriots on Thursday. Now, I don't think the Bears will be moving fast at all on this coaching hire. They want to fully vet and interview Ben Johnson. They really should as well. And they can't get an in-person interview with him until the earliest would be January 20th. That puts them at a huge disadvantage for Vrabel and the Patriots. I think they're definitely going to capitalize on that. And I totally think it's possible, even probable, Vrabel doesn't leave from his New England interview without a contract offer. It's not just because of his history with his team, how he's loved there, and the fit. I mean, beyond that, that makes Ben Johnson to Chicago much more likely, right? It removes the most attractive candidate for his services. New England has an NFL leading $135 million in cap space this upcoming year. That's number one. Chicago's number 5 at about $85 million in cap space. They have a new franchise quarterback and a very familiar setting for Mike Vrabel. Removing them from the competition, that helps a ton from this perspective. Although I'm a big fan of having Vrabel right here at Hallis Hall, the circumstances just stack against it happening. And it's because of what the Patriots have just done involving the Rooney Rule. You see, teams are required to interview with 2 minority candidates before hiring any head coach. Now, there are restrictions and challenges involving doing this at this time of year. For example, Johnson is doing his interviews virtually. A virtual interview does not fulfill the Rooney Rule. It must be done in person. And the Patriots are signaling how fast they want to move on a head coach because they've already fulfilled it, and it kind of looks like a sham. The New England Patriots are meeting with former player and ex-Tennessee Titans head coach Mike Vrabel on Thursday, and Mike Giardi of the Boston Sports Journal, he tweeted out that he asked 6 league executives what he thought about the Patriots coaching interview process. The executives all responded with Vrabel. Giardi also said that it's possible that Vrabel could be the new Patriots head coach before the weekend. They did get it done interviews with Pep Hamilton and Byron Leftwich. These were both stacked in on Tuesdays. So let me flesh this out a little bit and why this is troublesome. So far, the team has only been tied to 4 head coaching candidates, among them 2 Pep Hamilton and Byron Leftwich. They interviewed for the vacancy on Tuesday. In addition, the team also requested to speak with Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, schedule a meeting with ex-Tennessee Titans head coach Mike Vrabel on Thursday. We've already covered that. So on paper, the Patriots starting their interview process with Hamilton and Leftwich, that comes as a surprise because neither of this pair had coached in the NFL since the 2022 season. They don't necessarily appear to be in high demand at all at the moment. So what do the Patriots see in them that others do not? There's two potential answers, with the first of those seemingly the most likely. Both Hamilton and Leftwich are obviously minority candidates, and interviewing them in person, that gets the team to fulfill the requirements stipulated by the NFL's Rooney Rule. I mean, these are two guys that would be hard pressed to be in hot contention for even coordinator positions in the league, and for them to be two of only four potential head coaching candidates, it honestly looks like to me that they're just checking the Rooney box, satisfy the rule. Let's go get our guy in Vrabel. This is a cynical way to look at it, right? The Patriots knew they had to interview two minority coaches, so they made sure to talk to two who are not currently contractually bound to any NFL team, so they can come in person as the rule requires. Is that what happened? I think from the outside looking in, it seems most likely. But the second answer, to be fair, the team would simply be casting a wide net, right? Something owner Robert Kraft said during a press conference after firing Mayo. We want to interview as many people as we can that we think can help us get to that position and we want to be in, he said on Monday. As of Wednesday today, his club has been tied to only the aforementioned four candidates. So I think that's complete BS. I think they are not casting a wide net at all. That's not what's happening here. And it's also not what the Patriots do. They know who they want and they move. Looking at the other candidates for his services, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They fired Peterson the day after the Patriots let go of Mayo. They are already up to 8 interview requests already. 3 of them are minority candidates who coached in the league in 2024. So they're not going to move really quickly on Vrabel. They can't, because the minority candidates that they have scheduled are with NFL teams. I mean, New England has purposely set themselves up to have a big leg up in hiring Vrabel. I mean, granted, the Patriots have a right to satisfy the Rooney Rule however they see fit. The rule was implemented, though, with a noble goal of helping promote diversity within coaching circles. It has clear limitations, though. Teams can exploit this to their own desire. Unfortunately, I mean, whether the Patriots did or didn't do it, of course, that can't be said with full certainty. But the more concerning aspect of all this is the size of that aforementioned net. It might change still, but so far it seems that the team has zeroed in on just these two candidates, Vrabel and Johnson. Johnson, super interesting target. You guys know, as fans, he's one of the most creative play designers and play callers in the whole NFL. Done an absolutely fantastic job leading the most productive offense in football over the last 3 seasons combined. He's only 38 years old. He's earned his opportunity to become a head coach. And the fact that he's only been linked to 3 teams, New England, Chicago, and Jacksonville, those are the ones that he's agreeing to, and to have New England out of that really makes it very easy for Chicago to retain his services if they so wish to do. I think Vrabel's a really good fit in Chicago. My favorite guy for the job if we're going with an experienced hire. But maybe this is maybe this is playing in our favor for once. Maybe it's forcing the Bears to kind of do something different here, something out of character, not to get creative with an out-of-the-box hire. We're talking Trestman, Nagy, Eberflus, a guy who, when he's announced as our new head coach, everybody's like, wow, what a surprise move. You know, I kind of like it, where they didn't turn out well. Maybe the time is right this time to just go with the guy that's the number 1 choice universally across the league. Go after this guy and get it done. By the actions of the New England Patriots, that possibility, if that's where the Bears want to be, it just got a whole lot easier. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you think these moves by the Patriots telegraphed that Vrabel is going to be the new head coach of the New England Patriots, possibly by the end of the weekend? I think that's where this is heading. Also, are you still looking at Ben Johnson as your number one candidate if Vrabel is not available? You guys, appreciate you so much. Bear down. Let's enjoy this offseason together. And I will be here with daily takes on the news of the day. See you guys.